How's it going?
Pretty good.
So we got some John Mayer, huh?
Yep. I thought, what better way to celebrate the rise of fascism than John Mayer's Room for Squares?
What year did it come out? Like 2000? It was like 2003, right?
2001.
Well, 2001.
Because I think he got famous from Napster. Like
Right.
a lot of his stuff got circulated on there.
Do we listen to that in high school? Or was that like
I think like later on, I don't know, I remember somebody listening to him. Like, he was just in the air, I think. Anyway, Will is back for talking over things we listened to in high school, part 5.
the fascism edition?
Yeah. How was your Halloween?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Well, John Mayer.
I'm kind of pulled up here. I swear I haven't listened to this thing in a good 10 years.
I think I've skimmed through it before, just because I kind of like a couple of songs on it, but I don't know if I've sat down and listened to this in its entirety. I think the only one who really liked John Mayer was Ryan Olacek.
Of course. It basically is Ryan Olacek on the cover.
Yeah, because like there's certain albums that are just kind of, for me, ubiquitous with high school. Is that the right word? I don't know. But like, yeah, Creed, Room for Squares, Every Day, like that Frou Frou album. Yeah, there's just like a handful that, yeah, they just take me back to hell.
Yeah, I don't remember it in high school. Like,
Oh,
I remember
Coldplay, of course. Yeah.
Like the one thing I remember, maybe it wasn't high school. I remember listening to it when I was at that one semester in college in South Carolina before I came back to Illinois.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like 2003, but maybe I listened to it some in high school.
I don't think I cared. I kind of liked a couple of his songs. For the most part, it was like too yuppie even for me as a Dave Matthews Band fan. Like, I think maybe I got spoiled by David Gray, because White Ladder came out in 2000, I think. So I was, like, he saved me from listening to John Mayer. He had a little more depth. Just slightly more. So,
Didn't Mayer start putting out blues albums or something?
Well, do you know Johnny Lang?
Yeah.
They kind of had reverse trajectories. I think they're around the same age, and like good-looking guitarists. But like Johnny Lang played for years and years. Like, he climbed his way up the cred ladder, where he was doing blues, and then eventually kind of got into poppier stuff. Then yeah, John Mayer eventually tried to find credibility through like, I have a blues trio now.
Like Taylor Swift doing like a folk album. Something.
Did she do one? That'd be
one. Yeah, it's like supposed to be darker. It's like her more mature.
It's about her darker breakups, as opposed to the casual flings.
Because Victoria loves Taylor Swift, so I was like, let's listen to her new album.
Mm.
She wasn't into it. It wasn't like poppy enough.
I think that's the one thing I would. And you don't want to be an overbearing parent, but just say no.
She's what else is she into? The Greatest Showman. That's her big thing. Okay, let's do it here.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, pull up here. So No Such Thing.
So were you like, how, on a scale of 1 to 2, how into John Mayer were you at the time, or did he just happen to be on the radio?
I know I had this album, so like, this is the only one I ever got from him. But I think I was like pseudo into him. I remember my cousins were like, "You gotta listen to John Mayer. He's like the new Dave Matthews Band." I don't know why that was like the.
Yeah, I'm not sure where all the comparisons came from.
It's like the guitar patterns or something. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
because they don't sound anything alike, either his voice or really the way he writes. I guess he does like complex chord structures that are. I mean, obviously he's influenced by him, but it's not like he's like John Mayer was doing like smooth jazz pop, Wait, which is what I guess Dave Matthews was doing, but like he was more eclectic. Alright, let's get to the mayor of Smoothtown.
Okay.
Johnny Mayor. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, immediately. Oh, here's this. I forgot about this song where it's like, F you, I got famous and rich. I'm going back to high school. And how old would he have been here? Like 22, 23? He's like going to go back to his high school and be like, F you, I figured out how things worked.
Well, he says it, my mid-quarter life crisis here.
So like 25? Like, it's so lame. It's like that Andy Samberg Lonely Island song, I Threw It on the Ground. Have you ever seen that? Like, yeah. It's kind of the same sentiment.
Yeah, he's giving his advice.
Like, being a musician is not the real world, jackass. Like, you're playing music for a living. That's not a real job.
Yeah, he's like, this is like, it's like his commencement speech or something.
I was in my high school. I want to scream at the top of my lungs.
There's no such thing as the real world, just a lie you've got to rise above.
What does it mean he just found out? Because he got a record deal? He's like not having to live a real life isn't the same thing as finding out. There's like, maybe him personally found out. It's like a very super subjective sentiment to this song.
I mean, if it was like someone else singing this like in a different style of music, it might like work about like nothing you care about's important, but like in a poppy version of like this like star.
It would be funny if somebody did an ironic version where there's just like a gunshot at the end.
Like the pumped up kicks.
Like
I never got that song. I had this like junior high student that I tutored when I was teaching middle school, and like he hated music, but like the only song he loved was Pumped Up Kicks.
That's not a good sign.
It's like, yep, buddy, you need to get some help there. I'm invincible.
'Cause I remember I wrote some review of the song I put it on my blog. Like, it's like I write like one thing a year, and like, I don't know, that song always like rubbed me the wrong way because it's so nihilistic. Anyway, the funny part is like, I can't remember, something Foster of Foster the People, where he's trying to explain the song like it's deep or like it's some kind of commentary on like the isolated school shooters or something. But like, there's nothing in the song about that. It's just like the only thing is like when he talks about him maybe being abused at home, and that's it. Like, there's no other commentary in the song. It's just sort of like a radio jingle about like a killjoy type of.
I'm so surprised that it became a hit song. Like, I don't think that would be allowed to happen in 2020. They just like was it played on the radio? I guess it was on the radio and stuff.
Yeah, if a song's catchy enough, people don't listen to it. There's like that song, that oldie song, "My Ding-a-Ling," which is, or like
"Bang Bang Hammer." Like, what's the
that's pretty
Hammer.
Maxwell Silver Hammer. That's pretty innocuous though. But I mean, like the Rolling Stones' "Brown Sugar" is about having sex with slaves, but no one ever listens to the lyrics. Yeah, here it is. Why, Georgia? Why?
Who's Georgia?
This is the ultimate panty dropper.
Still,
yeah, I guess I can sort of hear some of the Dave Matthews influence, and it's like melancholic, complex chords, similar, I guess.
It's kind of like it's got that emo vibe from the time without the emo style. It's like it's supposed to be like introspective too, so it's. I don't know if my body's a wonderland or your body's a wonderland. It's introspective or not, but like, am I living it right? It's like this.
I really like. I don't know, like 2000s, like sort of like indie and just anything sort of in this vein. really kind of gets on my nerves because I remember having like the same feelings and sentiments, but it's aged really badly. Like they're not really in the same sphere as this, but like Arcade Fire, like their first album, and MGMT's for I don't think that was the one with kids and stuff, where it's like this Arrested Development sentiment of like our childhood was so amazing and spectacular. Like the Peter Pan syndrome in 2000s pop like gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I was talking to my students about that last week. I was like so optimistic back in 2008 when Obama was elected. And I'm like now I'm like I basically tell them don't become too cynical as you get older. And like this, my one student in my class is she's like, if I'm any more cynical, please kill me. Like I wonder, yeah, this generation growing up today, like, is it just like is it more nihilistic than
I don't know.
It's like very like it's a hopeful introspection.
Well, I don't think they really have any good outlets, which might be a problem. Because in the past you could be like a punk or something. Like now you could at least pretend to rebel against something, even if it was an illusion, man. Now all I can do is shoot people on like Call of Duty or. So what? I've got a smile on. Is your body as a wonder? Yes, it is. I love your bubblegum tongue.
Yeah, I feel like from school, like the kids who were like supposedly the most rebellious or like the most like now the most like loyal Trumpists out there.
Like who?
I'm just thinking like the kids we thought were rebellious, like the ones who like tried to act like they were the rebelling against the norms. Everything happens for a reason. I don't know what the song's about. I mean, all the lyrics.
A reason. Uh-oh, here comes the big crescendo. Am I dreaming in rhymes?
Yeah, he at least tries to put on a facade of being like very introspective, but it's like...
Yeah, this is going to be a very noisy episode because I forgot the air conditioning vent is right above here and my laptop is being very loud, so this is going to sound like we're doing this in a hurricane. What was my stupid mouth? I don't remember that.
My stupid mouth got me in trouble yesterday. There we go.
This is a very early 2000s acoustic guitar riff right here.
Isn't like John Mayer slept with more women? Like the only other person that slept with more was John Lennon or something.
I'm sure Hendrix slept with more women. Yeah, read us some of these sweet lyrics.
Like this one sounds more like what John Mayer should have been at this age, just kind of like fun-loving. I do remember this now. Like I swear it was Olin Check was the one who was like gave us like told us about the previous album that he had before this. It was like an EP.
I think that was his Napster EP. We should talk about Napster. Such a strange lineage of like the age of music piracy. Like now you just get it all for free. I mean like $9 all you can eat buffet of music. But yeah, at the time, remember like Morpheus, LimeWire, Napster.
You can burn it on a CD.
Yeah, you can take with you. I remember every time one would get shut down, like trying to find another source of free music.
And Metallica like sued them.
Like a lot of the
ultimate.
Your body is a wonderland.
There it is.
Discover me, discovering you. Like what? He's talking about his O face or something.
It's kind of like
your skin is like marshmallows.
It's kind of like a more say crash into you, crash into me, yeah, crash into you, but a like more less poetic version or something.
Yeah, it's like if you stripped all the art out of Crash into Me. It's kind of be it.
I feel like I'm very... This is bound to take a while.
See, I'll take Dave Matthews' crude sexuality over frat pining. Or I don't know what you call this. Like, damn, baby, you're so hot. You're like a candy store.
I know you're mine, all mine, but you look so good it hurts sometimes. Those are some good lyrics there. Yeah, these ones I felt like the first two, it looks like he actually tried to write something pseudo poetic, and these last two is just like I'm just gonna make a riff and
yeah,
not really do anything.
We'll swim in a deep sea of naked.
This was his pop. This was his hit song, right?
I think no such thing was the first major hit. What was the one from the album after this, the Bigger Than My Body? 'Cause you're bigger than my body, kissed me credit for.
And they did the I guess his later one, the slow dancing in a burning room.
That was kind of a good song, I think.
Yeah, that was a little bit more yeah.
Oh, and then you did that one that was just a straight up rip off of that one U2 song.
We Are the World. Yeah, it was his We Are the World song, right?
He did that one that sounded like Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of. I'm sure U2 probably lifted that from somebody, but he just... Yeah, what was that song? It was just a straight up rip off of Stuck in a Moment. Oh, no, I forgot it.
Waiting for the World to Change.
Waiting on the world to change.
What year was that song? What song did that come out? Waiting on the World to Change.
I think that was 05.
Oh yeah, that was
6.
That was a good time for music, 05, 06, the end of Bush's.
Yeah, it was a great non-protest song. I have no opinion on anything.
The other album we could have done tonight was American Idiot. Let's see here. What year did that come out? Waiting on the World to Change.
Pretty sure it was the same right around the same time as How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb came out.
2006.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that was a time where there was a little shift in the culture. 2005, 2006.
Shift to what?
People were so fed up with the war in Iraq that it was easier to be we need something different.
I guess it's good if people can eventually figure something out, but it seems like America just functions in a way where things have to hit rock bottom before anyone does anything.
Yeah, if Trump's voted out, we'll have 4 years from now, we'll forget about it, and I'll be let's have the new fascists come in here.
Yeah, Tom Cotton. That'd be the best ticket. Tom Cotton and DJ T Jr.
Or it's a smart thing to do.
Wait, how old do you have to be to run for president?
35.
Damn it! I want to get Barron on the ticket.
It's such a low bar too. Someone like Tom Cotton who just say something horrific every 5 minutes. He'll be great guy. It's a scary thing. Let's see.
That's a whole different level. That's just they're just psychopaths. Him and Stephen Miller. You still have to have some level of a public persona in order to run for public office. So
yeah, I feel if he had any
Neon.
He'd be winning, but I don't know. He's almost trying to lose. Today he's I'm gonna fire Fauci. I mean, yeah. Maybe on some subconscious level he's like trying to sabotage himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's both. His life is probably living hell because it's like extreme narcissism and extreme victimhood that kind of go hand in hand, but like one wants to be the victim, but one has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, Neon, the greatest song of all time.
Yeah, this is another one. Like these last three songs are just very like
this is the ultimate yuppie song.
She's buzzing like neon.
This song is like passing out on a pile of feathers in a vomit-filled alley in, like, Portland or something.
Portland, man, that was one city that was, like, I wasn't too impressed with, to be honest. It was,
Sorry, I'll bookmark that, but this is where my comparison to, like, David Gray kind of comes in. This sounds like... This sounds like taking something from White Ladder and putting it through, like, a million filters. Like, you know, like in the smoothness scale of like, vodka or something, just, like, running it through a bunch of filters.
She comes and she goes like no one can. Yeah, this is...
She comes and she goes.
Was this, like, frat music, or is this, like, too, like, pop for frat? Or is that more like,
I think it was like the preppy frat thing, the same general demographic that Dave Matthews Band appealed to.
That's what one time I almost got pepper sprayed. Like I got a little bit of it. It was fun, like, watching them, like, trying to, like, tear down, like, burn down the federal building there. Interesting. It's like everyone's just kind of watching it, and you're like, it's cool.
When you get bored with public destruction.
That's enough.
City love.
From the battery to the gallery. It's the kind of thing you always see
City
in
love.
glossy magazines. And I can't remember life before her name.
Renee.
I'm sure Renee was
About you.
John Mayer fan.
Yeah.
Luke Miller. Was Luke Miller a fan of John Mayer? If he liked music.
I don't know.
Or was that he liked the Polyphonic Spree? That's the one thing I remember.
Yeah, I think it's the one thing he liked. Wow, this is a boring song.
Pretty Love. I wonder if there was actually a girl named Lydia. It's just like City Love, I found it in Lydia. In these days I wish I was 6 again. Wait a second, so he's...
See, it's that dumb Arrested Development crap.
So he was born in 1977.
Like, and as much as I enjoy Arcade Fire, I don't think they ever got beyond it. Like, they made an entire career out of, like, we have an awesome childhood in the suburbs. Like, that's their entire shtick. They base their entire career off of the band Rush's song Subdivisions. Is this St. Patrick's Day?
It's like I'm yeah.
Like, I'll give him that. Like, this is great coffeehouse music. Like, he won the coffeehouse genre. Like, it's smooth as
Thinking about my brother Ben, I miss him every day. He looks like his brother John, but an 18-month delay.
like
look at these lyrics here. And smiling because I'm scared as hell, kind of like my life is like a sequel to a movie where the actors' names have changed. Oh well.
Yeah, like, this would just be smooth jazz if he had, like, an alto sax in here or something.
Oh, let's see. If heaven's all we want it to be, send your prayers to me. Care of 1983.
Like, talk about the music. I think, like it's too much of a solo effort where, like, you can quickly forget that there's, like, a full backing to this. Like, no one else is doing anything interesting. I don't know if he was doing everything, but, like, yeah, it's just, like, a centerpiece for his acoustic guitar noodlings and vocals. Everything else just is kind of like a breeze in the background.
Yeah, it's. I guess it's kind of the same. I wonder if that's the same in, like, most of his albums.
I think, like, a couple months ago I listened to, like, one of the last few things he did. I don't remember anything about it at all, so I don't know why I brought it up. It was, like, instantly forgot. I always go back and listen to everything like, any new stuff David Gray puts out.
Is he still putting out new stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. None of it really strikes a chord with me. I don't know what the deal is.
Babylon.
Like
What was
that album was
that
so,
one about?
I don't know. I have to
It
remember
just sounds
the
great. Like
lyrics.
coming from the Calvary background, it's like Babylon.
How does it start? Monday morning, something through my head. Only wish that you were here, you know, seeing it so clear. I think it's just about a lonely guy who ruined a relationship. Oh wow, this is full on smooth jazz here now. Jeez.
Oh yeah, he's got like the.
And I'm not making fun of it because I love smooth jazz, but I do need like a horn instrument, or like a horn or a wind instrument in my smooth jazz usually. You know, whatever happened to my lunchbox? Is that a metaphor for something?
This is his remembering when he was 6 years old.
Jeez.
I can't even remember anything when I was 6 years old.
No, I think why I hate this is because like when I first started like seriously kind of wanting to get into making music, like I still had that same dumb sentiment, like obsessed with childhood, like some pristine thing in the past you're reaching for. I wasn't like explicitly singing about it, but like it's just kind of an embarrassing sentiment because it probably never existed. Like some fantasy about a perfect childhood or whatever.
It actually wasn't that great.
And then you just realize all you're really trying to do is escape now. Here's 3x5. So many hits on this album. I guess.
What's that in the background? What is that? Accordion or something?
It's a synthesizer. Yeah, I hear something weird in the left channel.
No more 3x5s. That doesn't even make any sense by today's standard. 3x5.
Did you ever listen to Hootie and the Blowfish's newest album? You did?
I haven't, no.
No, me neither.
I think his daughter goes to my college.
Yeah, you've said that on every podcast we've done.
I need to.
I'll edit that out so it doesn't sound like you're stalking her. I mean, I would if I were you. I'm not passing judgment.
Like, are you Hootie's? What's his name? Oh, Darius's daughter.
Are Lil Darius?
Did Darius come out with like a Joe Biden song that he did? Like his. We did something about Black Lives Matter. Like he was like, "This is gonna get me." Like canceled, but I'm gonna say Black Lives Matter or something.
That's good.
It's a weird spot to be in South Carolina. Be like a black country singer, like in the age of Trump.
He should challenge Tim Scott to a boxing match. It'd be sweet.
He should have run for Senate instead of Jamie Harrison.
Yeah.
Darius Rucker, he would have won.
Yeah, he would instantly win. Like he's a living legend in South Carolina.
I mean, the fact that it's close in South Carolina is kind of surprising. I mean, I'm still not like holding my breath that Lindsey Graham's actually going to lose, but the only reason Joe's the candidate is because of South Carolina. Like, it's a wipeout for him.
Man, yeah, like Illinois has been so thorough. I think in grand total I've received, like not even counting emails and text messages, like physical mail, I think I received 12 to 15 pieces of like reminders and ballots and things. I even like missed something on the back just for like, would you retain this judge? I think I skipped it on purpose and they still sent me like an extra ballot and said you might have missed one of these, but we're already counting your. It's like thorough to the point of just being annoying, but yeah. I guess I appreciate the gesture.
Throw it out.
Here's
Love Song for No One.
Love Song for No One.
I'm tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. I feel like those first two songs like might have actually been like the original ones, like Why Georgia and No Such Thing, and then these ones were just like write something catchy that doesn't really have any doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I think it was just those few singles and like word of mouth, because the rest of this is just kind of generic poppy singer-songwriter. Oh, remember Jason Mraz? The tragedy is the immaculate conception.
It's all, right on, check. That was all his stuff.
Yeah, he only liked brunette men who were guitar virtuoso pop stars. And Creed. And
we gotta do a Creed album sometime.
Yeah, I don't know what I even say about it. I guess it doesn't matter because I don't plan anything for this, but like, I just don't know what to say about Creed.
Hard to like. He had like a mental health breakdown, so it's like hard to like mock him too much.
I think it's because I secretly like them. Not even really secretly. Like My Sacrifice is the jam to end all jams. Besides, it's like up there with like Soundgarden's Jesus Christ Pose. It's like,
I remember the people like First Assembly were like, it was like Adam or Isaac. He's like, our pastor knows Scott Stapp. It was like the coolest thing ever that you knew someone who knew the guy from Creed. Let's see here. This is another one that doesn't have any. I don't think it says anything. Have you seen the Social Dilemma yet?
No.
You should watch it. I made all my students watch it. It's basically like how social media has like turned people. That's like all the people who like created social media and how all this fake news is allowed to spread on there. And basically now that people believe in QAnon and all this crazy stuff because like they're living like this other reality. And they're basically like destroy our democracy.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of the takeaway.
Certain things are just shifting and falling away in a way that people can't cope with, where like certain things that used to make sense in American culture or in general just are no longer applying or helping people. And so like you're getting a lot of people who just have become untethered and don't have any kind of way to tap into some deeper sense of themselves. And so they end up just latching on to weird. But I don't know. That's my theory on it.
It's a sad, like, I don't know. It's like a collective cult. Like, I don't know what. I hope it doesn't lead to, like, a coup or something, but it's just, like, this weird thing where, like, people aren't living in reality anymore.
Yeah, well, you have to keep in mind that we did elect a black man, so, like, looking back on it, it's like a miracle now. Like, how did that happen? So, like, I think that...
I feel like it could happen. Like, I feel like this is all anecdotal evidence, but, like, I feel like my students are so much more engaged this time than they were in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the vote, I think, is out so much that...
Yeah, it could be
a blowout tomorrow night. I don't know. It might not be good.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know what's going to happen, but it's definitely different. Like, you can sense the difference in complacency, one versus the other. Like, I think there was so much assumption 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think we're like probably making the opposite mistake, which is a good thing we're making. Like, people are like so hesitant. Like, if this was any other election and Biden was up by like 7 or 9 points in Pennsylvania, they'd be like, it's over. But we're going to be caught. I mean, obviously, everyone got jaded by last election, so.
Yeah. Here's Not Myself. Wow, the second half of this album is extraordinarily boring.
Suppose I said colors change for no good reason. Words will go from poetry to prose. Would you want me when I'm not myself? Wait it out while I'm someone else. Yeah, I feel like he just gets lazier, but like
he's like, damn. He realized those first 3 songs are so awesome he didn't have to write anything else.
Why, George? I mean, in comparison, yeah, the first 2 are pretty amazing.
What's behind you?
Oh, it's the elliptical.
Oh, looks like a giant spider. Alright, unless St. Patrick's Day is the greatest song of all time, I'm giving this... Ooh.
I do like St. Patrick's Day. That was the one.
Man, this is like... I don't even know how to rate this. I don't think we've ever done an album like this on the the podcast. Like, this is just sort of straight up coffeehouse easy listening with, like, 3 pop hits on it. I don't know. Because, like, my frame of reference for this is, like, I like smooth jazz, but this isn't jazzy enough. And it's not, like, meaningful enough to be good singer-songwriter stuff like David Gray, or... I'm giving it, like... A square has 4 points. I'm gonna give it, like, a 2 out of 4. Give it a... Yeah, just even 50%. What a boring f***ing album.
I'd be about there the same, yeah. I mean, the first, like, 2 songs, I like this last song too, but most of the album is, No Way November Will See Our Goodbyes. When it comes to December, it's obvious why.
Oh, is this the one that goes, Destiny? Or something. He has another song with this same... He definitely loves this tempo, this type of rhythm / tempo. Ding, 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 ding. It's perfect for...
I remember, like, listening to this album, like, that college I went to, North Greenville, it was, like, the most, like, boring place. On the weekends, everyone left.
I forgot you went there.
Yeah, just, like, a semester. And then, like, I just remember listening to this album, like, with no one there. But I just don't remember ever listening to this in high school. But I must have. I probably had it.
No, like, listening to this now, I know I've never listened to this all the way through. I think, like, I'll come to it every once in a while just to, like, listen to Neon, and I think that's it. Yeah, holy crap. I mean, alright, production is pristine. I'll give it that. Like, the audio production is, an achievement, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to say something nice. This is boring. Yeah, this gets the award for most snoozy album. Well, what was close was U2's Pop. Like, the whole second half of that is just a ambient sleepy time record. So that was close, but at least that was, like, artistically ambitious.
This was like...
What should we do next time?
Should do some Rage Against the Machine.
Nine Inch Nails.
Some 9 Inch Nails.
We'll do the well, it'll be out by then, probably. We'll do the Joe Biden Super Bowl shuffle. He's so old. We're basically just electing Kamala Harris.
The one thing I like about him is that, like, he doesn't have a cult of personality. Like, no one's like...
It's like electing Toast.
That's kind of a nice thing. Just, like, someone that no one really cares about. There's, like, you're a good person just to be, like, just sit there.
Just smile. Yeah, he's the smile and nod candidate. That's not entirely true. He's not John Kerry.
Come on, man.
Right, he's not Mitt Romney or John Kerry. He's not a human mannequin. Like, he at least has some level of, like, schmooze ability. So
I watched it at the SNL, like, after Romney lost, and he was, like, drinking milk on the balcony. It was like, looking back, I was like, you know what, like, he seems like a hero now in comparison. He's like...
Yeah.
I remember I hated him back, like, in 2012, but it was like, in comparison, he was pretty, like...
Anyone with basic human empathy seems like a hero now. Like, the bar is so low, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's, that's what I'm scared of, like, if Republicans put up anyone who's, like, even, like, can put a coherent sentence together, they're gonna be, like...
No.
Amazing.
No. They're, like, I was gonna respond to one of your posts today, where I can't remember what you said, but, like, my response is like, no, this is the natural conclusion of the Republican Party. Like, there is no theoretical other where they were like, oh, restraint, we should put in Marco Rubio instead. No.
Oh, the one about, they didn't,
Like, Donald Trump is, like, the pinnacle of just the hysteria of Republican propaganda. It's like you don't go anywhere from that. Like that's.
So they just have to have like another Donald Trump, or just maybe he'll come back in 4 years. That's the thing that scares me. Just be like, he'll run again against Kamala.
It's just an illusion. Like, it burns itself out pretty quickly. The results can be awful, but... Alright, that was us mostly talking over politics, but also... what's his name? John Mayer. John Mayer's Room for Squares. One of the greatest albums of all time. Alright.
Yeah, that was,
Any final thoughts about?
I'm looking at some of the new stuff and see how it is.
Do you have a message for John Mayer?
John, keep evolving.
I have the same message as Hansel had for Sting in Zoolander, which is, John, I don't really listen to your music, but I think you're a cool dude. I think that's what he says. I don't know. Yeah, well, just keep being.
Definitely a cool dude. He's the.
He needs to just keep being John Mayer. Like, don't stop.
John Mayer and I guess he's still out there. Dave.
Oh my God!
What's going on with Dave?
My chair is so squeaky. Oh. Dave Matthews, he was on CNN recently. I didn't watch the interview where it's like, why?
Dave could be that like potential get that swing voters out. all the white people in the Midwest.
Yeah, he needs to get out there and play that Parkland song from his last album. Like, when all the kids today grow up, they're gonna vote. If live music ever comes back, we've got to go see Dave Matthews Band again. We have to take Joanna. She's to experience this shit.
We should do it. It'd be weird to go back to like a live. The last live show I went to was I think I told you this was Andrew McMahon from something corporate.
Oh yeah, yeah, and your coworker or something got drunk and tried to murder him.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't play his like popular song because they were like so drunk. They're like, play Constantine, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna play it anymore.
Yeah, I think my last one would have been at the Castle. Yeah, it sucks. I miss it. Cause like, what are they gonna do? Have like half the size of their already small venue crowd in there? Like,
everyone a mask on. Yeah. Hopefully we get a vaccine soon. Well, it's all going to end. Coronavirus is going to end after November 4th, November 3rd.
That'd be hilarious.
Her friend said that, coronavirus is it's all blown out of proportion to hurt Trump.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, that was like back in the good old days when it was like, we kind of just knew what was going to happen. I don't know. Maybe we're just scarred from sick. It'll be, it might just be like exactly. I just hope tomorrow night's like everything's like almost exactly like they said. They're like, things are predictable. There's no like grand conspiracy. We'll see.
Well, I hope things just keep getting worse. I have my giant human-sized bag of popcorn, and my barbed wire nunchucks.
Okay, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Adieu.
Okay, man. See ya.